Doha is becoming my second home. Landed back in Doha. There it is. I think we landed a bit early today. It is now. Let me give you a time check. See what it is. Here we go. It is probably 12:30 midnight. Got early, but just about got my flight.
We are a battle-hardened army, and that we in the armed forces of Pakistan love and embrace each other much more than we fear it. Alhamdulillah,
This card is not just a card. It says I belong. It says I belong here. It says that I'm a Pakistani. Or does it? That's the question. But what am I? What am I really? Am I a Pakistani? Am I British? Am I Scottish? A lot of us ask questions. The labels we're given. But where do I actually belong? When every place feels like part of me, and yet no place has ever really felt like home. Both my parents were born in India. They were forced to leave their homes, their friends, their land, and escape to a foreign country called Pakistan, crossing a border they didn't choose and were forced to accept. And this is really ironic just now, because at the moment as I speak, there's a war raging between India and Pakistan. This is May the 7th, 2025, and many lives have been lost, unfortunately. This country has been carved from trauma, ransacked and raped by its identity, by the British who tore it apart before walking away. My parents arrived with nothing but hope and silence, and a silence about what they'd lost, silence about who they once were. I was born in England, believe it or not, and raised in Scotland, in a place that I called home, but never truly felt like home. Too brown to be Scottish, and too Scottish to be Pakistani. Always explaining myself, tolerated, but never truly accepted. Always in between. I grew up carrying that silence, and I still don't know where to put it these days. And this card here, this card is the only thing that tries to make any sense of it. But a card doesn't carry history. It doesn't even hold memory. People do. Communities do. This story isn't mine alone. It's began long before me. Hidden Tribes is about them. Not just literal tribes, but hidden stories, forgotten languages, cultures, erased voices. It's about the parts of us we stopped seeing, and the people we never looked close enough to even understand. This isn't about chasing content or not even dancing around a bloody algorithm. It's about going back to roots. It's about questioning the uncomfortable truths we try to avoid. Come join me on the Hidden Tribes journey. Let the next adventure begin. Finally got here in Margala, Islamabad train station. 24 hours. I mean, it's not a bad train. If you take a look at this train, it's pretty damn good. I mean, when they say it's luxurious, but in any stretch of the imagination, it's not luxurious, but it certainly is. It's enough comfortable to get you there, but I'd say 24 hours was pretty full on. Listen, I've done the Quetta one on my old train, now I've done this one, and I think I'm all trained out now. I reckon I will take a far more efficient transportation. Right, I'm going to go and find my Airbnb and get a cab and get some food and get to the toilet. Catch you. Hi guys, today is the second leg of heading to Chitral. So we're kickstarting the Hidden Tribe series, the 2,000 kilometre journey from Karachi all the way up to the Kalash Valley. I'm currently in Islamabad in the 11th district. It is Saturday the 10th at 11:11. I've got somebody coming up to pick me up and take me to Chitral. We're going to stop off tonight at Timagara. Currently the situation is high alert with what's going on, the conflict between India and Pakistan. So it's really, everything's very sensitive at the present time. How that's going to transpire with trying to get up to Chitral, I've absolutely no idea. I've done tons of research. I've got a contingency planned, a plan B and a plan C. We're going to stop off at Timagara halfway up. Driver was supposed to come at 10 o'clock. He's still not here. It's 11 minutes past 11. Probably because there's a lot of security on the roads. He's set off at 6 this morning. He phoned me at 6 this morning. So yeah, I mean, it is quite a challenging situation. You know, I've contemplated, should I leave Pakistan, get the first flight out? I've done too much work on, getting this Hidden Tribe series up and going, and a lot of work's gone into that for months. And this is the final step, going up for the Kalash festival, staying with the tribal people up there, getting their story. There's a place called Rambam, believe it or not, and Dirar, I think it's called Dirar. Probably spelling these all wrong. And I want to be there for the festival because that's where the real old elders are living in those regions, and they come out for this festival and they've got the whole history and the stories to be told. So I want to capture that on the perspective of the Kalash community, not as a tourist. I'm waiting patiently for the driver to come and then off we go, but I'm still, you're battling your own self because there's nobody else here to have a conversation with. You've got to make those decisions. Are you being sensible? Are you being stupid? Do you know what I mean? I think if the situation intensifies, and then I will call it and try to get a flight out of here, or worst case scenario, I've got family in Karachi, make my way down there and to safety. So yeah, let's see what happens. Onwards and upwards, the Hidden Tribe series, I want to kickstart it on the right foot. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to show you a different side of this channel now. The channel is turning to a different corner. So yeah, wish me luck. I will see you on the road. We haven't left yet. We have literally just, let me show you this. This is an absolute shit show. So see that corner shop there, it says sale 50. We've gone there and we've already broke down. Oh my lord. So no seat belts, squeezy brakes, flat tyres. They don't have a license. I'm the one that's got a license to drive, so I've been nominated the official driver. We've got approximately about 4 or 5 hours of driving to do. I've never been up to Chitral before. We're stopping off halfway. I mean, what possibly could go wrong? What possibly could go wrong? Oh, on top of that, the lads were 3 hours late. They're supposed to rock up at 10 o'clock. They arrived at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Right, listen, I'm all up for adventure. I'm all up for spicing up your life. Oh, and there's a war going on. to top it all off, yeah, so this is the official Pimpmobile. Look at that glorious, look at that front end. I mean, if this was Pimp My Ride, this would be right up the top, wouldn't it? Oh, and we've got the majestic furry dice. It's not fantastic. Right, wish me luck. You know, in a world of unpredictability at this present time. I mean, this is all part and parcel of travelling in foreign countries. You can plan it to the nth degree. I've been planning this for a long time, but to fine tune it, I was fine tuning it all day yesterday to probably within an hour or 2 hours of time scales to get everything running smoothly. These are the things that happen when you go into these foreign countries and enjoy the different way of life. Do you know what I mean? It is a different way of life. There's something raw and natural about being this free and carefree, and time's not that important. Do you know what I mean? You get there when you get there, and it's all about inshallah we'll get there, and that is it, which is quite nice. You know, I think something we could learn from the West. That, you know, things may not be going your way as you plan, but it's not at the end of the world. There's always something positive that can come out of this. Well, that's what I'm going to take from it. Well, that's the wisdom side coming in. The internal conflict that I'm having right now behind this facade. Right, I'm going to stop rambling on, and hopefully the ride is going to be ready, and then we can hit that road. I hope it goes more than 50 miles an hour though. I hope so. I mean, you can't fucking beat this. Only 4 gears work, but we've got music, we've got barely some brakes, the steering's all spongy and wonky, can't go over 70 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour in 4th gear. I mean, you gotta love this. Chitral, here we come, with the boys. You can't beat this road trip. I'd love a road trip, but I didn't think it was going to be this exciting. We're only 5 hours late though. Listen, we're in Pakistan. This is how you drive in Pakistan, one-handed, in a car that barely runs, but it's brilliant to drive though. I've got my 2 homeboys in my car, and we're all off to a 4 or 5 hour grueling journey up towards Chitral, near the mountain regions up. It's absolutely stunning, and the roads are empty. This is due to the conflict between India and Pakistan at the moment, so there's not a lot of traffic. Chalo. Well, you're probably wondering why we are heading back. We're heading back to Islamabad. This is what we're... Oh, sorry, bye. Sorry. This is what we're looking at just now. Beautiful scenery. I have to say, we've just come back from the we've just come back from the border of KPK, I think it's called. KPK border. And fucking hell, I tell you now, it has been an absolute fucking nightmare of a journey. Where do we start? So last night we were driving to Telemgara, I think the place is called Telemgara, and stopped at the first checkpoint, and they checked everything out. Told us to pull over the car, checked everything out. We spent about 10-15 minutes from there. And basically they wanted to get a bit of money off us, so we refused to pay. We had plenty of time on our hands, so we thought anyway. And so they let us go, and then we went through this pretty lawless area, and then we came to another checkpoint, and this was a police officer that pulled us over. And he started rambling on, where are you going, what you're doing, all that bollocks that goes with it. And then he called his supervisor and superintendent, or whatever he is, his superior officer over, and he was like, where are you going, what are you doing? Started taking pictures of my driving, my passport, my ID card, all that stuff. He wanted to see my passport and took a picture of the vehicle. So after that, they let us go, and we were driving. So this is us now driving. So I've got Majid here, and I've got Hasib in the back. So they're my friends' cousins, right? So they came to join me, bless them. Don't know what I would have done without them, right? So so Hasib's phone starts to go, and it starts to ring. So I'm driving, and his phone is going, and he's going. I want to speak to the driver, the foreigner in the car. And Hasib's going, why? But he's driving. Why do you want to? I'm the police. I want to speak to him. We're concerned about his safety. And so I pick the phone up, and I'm like, so I speak my broken Urdu. What do you want? And he's like, where are you going? I says, we're driving to Chitral. That's it. Staying very vague. And then he's like, tell me where you're going to be tonight, which hotel you're going to be. I want to make sure you're there for your own safety. And I'm like, I'll just pass the phone to Majid, right? And so he's on the phone to him, like, it's none of his business. I've already got a Pakistani ID card, I've got a British passport, the army's checked it out, gave us a clearance. There's nothing that anybody else can do or say to stop me from going anywhere in Pakistan at all. We're not breaking any laws, we're not breaking any rules. Cut a long story short, so he just hung up, Majid just hung up, and then 5 minutes later the phone goes again, same old story. This guy was so persistent, just to get our fucking address where we want to go. Our hotel number, he wanted our exact hotel address. Majid clocked on, he's like, you know what, this guy's gonna come and rob us. These guys are not interested in our safety, they just want to know what hotel we're staying in. That second police officer clearly gave our passport details, because I've got a British passport. In this lawless country here, in this area, it's worth a bit of money. It's just for other YouTubers or other tourists that you're going to go through this area, like, you've got to be super fucking careful. Like, so we went to this first booking.com, we booked this apartment. It was an absolute and utter fucking shit show of a place, and it was filthy. I mean, I'm going to show you the videos once I upload them all. It was absolutely filthy. We landed there about 7:30. The room wasn't still prepared. You know, we were late checking in. They were still fucking trying to prepare the room. That was a telltale sign. Anyway, we ended up going to the Apple Hotel in Timagara. After the third room, we eventually got a clean room and all that nonsense. And the guy, do you know what, I contacted my friend in the UK, and he was saying, for absolute certainty, you guys would have been robbed tonight. If you gave your location, 100% they would have even gone as far as killed you and robbed you for all your belongings. And I carry a lot of shit with me, expensive stuff, you know, camera gear, all that nonsense. So I got some. I was fucking shitting myself, going, like, I've got to go to Chitral on my own, and then make my way to Kailash, and after that, I've got to try to get back to Islamabad through that lawless area. It wasn't filling me with joy or any sort of hope that I would get through this in one piece. And it's a pretty damn long journey. It's about 24 hours to steady kare kaam. It's 24 hours to get there. Anyway, so on the way back now, so we had to go through the same two checkpoints. First one, it wasn't so bad, but the last one, when we came back out of that area, got pulled over again. But this time it was a copper. Clearly this guy was fucking corrupt. You could see, you know, when you've got the 60s style, greasy, long-tasked fucking dirty cop. Well, that was him. And he's like, give me your license. So I gave my international driving license. So this is his. Your international driving license does not work in Pakistan. And I'm like, it's international. Yeah, no. Where are you going to renew your license? It's in the UK. But it's valid till 2026. No. So it's not, you can't use it in Pakistan. But it's international. I said, so what is the meaning of international? And he went quiet. It's like, then he goes and calls his senior twat who comes along, and he says, so Majid says, so how much is this going to cost? 3,000 rupees. 3,000 fucking rupees just so you can get a bribe. Oh my god. So I stood my fucking ground. I'm like, mate, I'm not paying you 3,000 rupees. Absolutely not. I says, this is an international driving license. So the other guy came and says, like, Chacha means uncle, get out of the fucking car. Chacha, get out of the car. So I got out of the car, I said to the guys, they came out as well. And I gave them a copy of my passport. Never gave them a registration. I gave them a copy of my passport, my NIC card, which is the Pakistani ID card, and they had my driving license, international driving license. Once they seen that I was a British citizen, the whole fucking thing changed. Like immediately. Oh, he's a British citizen, let him go. And that was it. Like from 3,000 rupees, just let him go. All of a sudden, my international driving license was okay to drive this vehicle in Pakistan. This is the shit you have to deal with. And these guys probably deal with it all the time, do you know what I mean? But this is the stuff that goes on. Like, you know, we are trying to get back. Like, this was 3 months of planning this trip to Kailash and trying to film the tribes in Kailash. Do you know, it takes a braver person to say, count your losses. Safety is paramount above any kind of logging, above any subscribers or algorithms or fuck all to do that. Your safety is the number one issue only you can protect, and you've got to have some good solid people behind you to give you some good solid advice, a broad advice, when all you've got is yourself to think about where I am and what the situation is. So you've got to align yourself with that, with good people, and they'll get you out of a really bad situation. If I was still there, I tell you now, I reckon I would have been robbed between now, from Timagara to Chitral, or on my way back, one or the other. Right, I am cracking on to Islamabad. What a beautiful road this is. Enjoy that lovely scenery, look. Yeah, that is a cow on the motorway. Isn't that amazing? I mean, there are stunning parts of Pakistan, I have to say, there really is. But I'm glad I've breathed a sigh of relief crossing that border, I tell you now. I really have. I'm glad I'm here. It feels right. Gut instinct was right. The ID was right. The information I got was brilliant. So yeah, I'm really glad I've managed to and shake that guy off. Your man says he's going to call him tonight. Now we're in the safety of Islamabad.
अच्छा तो वो हमारी कर देंगे ना, आपको तो नहीं उसमें कोई मसला होना चाहिए। अच्छा
क्यों
नहीं वजह होगी ना, वो एंट्री क्या करेंगे, हमारी एंट्री तो हो चुकी है, कॉल कर तो काटिंग में करेगी दिया।
So this Majid's phoned the guy who was trying to rob us, who's pretending to be a police officer. And he kept saying, go to Khan Bazaar and then we'll give you further instructions. Go to Khan Bazaar. And he's going, but why do we need further instruction to go to Khan Bazaar? So we were telling him, oh, we're at the Apple Hotel, still at the Apple Hotel. This is the stuff that goes on. If we were going to Khan Bazaar, 100% we'd get robbed. I'm telling you now, we would get robbed. This is what happens. These people, these coppers sell their information. So you sell their information to other dodgy characters, or you can say, and they're in it for is to rob you and take your passport, your money, all the stuff that you have on you, and potentially your life if you put up a fight, because your life means nothing to them. So anything they can take off you, they will. Let this be, I mean, this is a very close call. We only did this because we're away from that restriction, we're out the jurisdiction of that lawless place. We're heading into Islamabad now. So we thought to give him a phone and see what he says. But there we go. Christ, that was a close call. That was a super close call. I'm just glad I've got Majid and Hasib with me to keep me safe, and then I had good people behind me to give me some advice. Right, let's see if we can meander back to Islamabad, get some breakfast, and then make the next journey up to Kashmir.
खाल बाज़ार अभी नहीं पहुँचे, अभी जा रहे हैं ना। क्या होटल से निकले हैं ना? आपको कॉल करेंगे, आपको जो है ना बताएंगे ना क्या मसला है। नहीं, वहाँ जो पुलिस वाले हैं वो हमें चेक करेंगे। अच्छा अच्छा, किसने भेजा है आपको? अच्छा
हाँ
अच्छा,
हाँ।
नहीं आगे हमें एक जो है ना पुलिस वाले ने चेक किया, उसने कहा है कि आप बिल्कुल परफेक्ट हैं, आप जा सकते हैं।
उसने आपको बोला था कि ये भी बोला था कि उधर भी आप एंट्री करेंगे ना, गाड़ी से पिक्चर ले।
नहीं, उन्होंने नहीं बोला, उन्होंने कहा आप बेफिक्र होके जाएं। आप ही रात से कॉलें कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने कहा है आप बेफिक्र होके जाएं, आपको कोई नहीं रोकेगा।
बंद करता। There we go. He phoned back again to see where you are. He wants us to. He's determined to meet us this place called Khan Bazaar. Khan Bazaar, कहते हैं ना? Khan Bazaar. So he's just phoned, where are you guys? And so we're stringing him on to see where is this going to go. What we're going to do is when we get to Islamabad, we're going to get something to eat. We're going to call him again, say, listen, we're in Khan Bazaar, and let's see how this story unfolds. I just want to catch him out. I just want to see who he is. Uska badge number पूछेंगे. Badge number. We'll ask him for his badge number and say हम phone करते हैं to the police and see badge number match है, तो फिर आप मुलाकात करेंगे. I'm just saying to him, what we'll say is we'll match it, get his badge number. He ain't gonna have a badge number. I'm telling you now, we ask for his badge number, he's gonna hang up. But we'll see what happens. Let's see how the story unfolds. The guy's not giving up. He still's not giving up. I mean, this is how serious this is. This is, honestly, we're making a joke of this at the moment, but it's life or death. Like, you can be robbed for everything, every possession. If you're going to fight back, they'll take your life. It's as easy and simple as that for them. He's been chasing us since yesterday. And luckily, I'm glad we called it right. I'm just that by the grace of God and by asking two friends last night till late 2 in the morning, discussing every option, and this was by far the best option. Right, let's crack on to Islamabad.
हमें तो कुछ नहीं कहा उन्होंने.
So we're planning to phone the guy, the charlatan, the thief, the robber, the gangster, whoever he is. We're going to try to phone him. And Majid's going to say, so he wants us to meet at this place, Khan Bazaar, huh? So we're going to try to meet at Khan Bazaar. We're going to say we're here now. Where are you? So here we go. Let's get this mic as close as turn. Is it still on? We're on. No speaking on.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम भाई.
जी भाई.
अच्छा भाई साहब, हम खान बाज़ार से निकले हैं.
ठीक है, खान बाज़ार से आपको तकरीबन 5 किलोमीटर के बाद आपको एक चेक पोस्ट आएगा पेट्रोल पंप के साथ.
वो चेक पोस्ट आया है ना, उसने हमें कुछ नहीं कहा.
नहीं, इधर एक चेक पोस्ट खान बाज़ार से तकरीबन 5 किलोमीटर आगे एक चेक पोस्ट है.
बिल्कुल
हम रोड पे बिल्कुल
नहीं,
जवाहर फिल्म स्टेशन के साथ.
नहीं, वो चेक पोस्ट में जो हमने जो है ना वहाँ से निकल गए.
ये बताओ खास से कितना टाइम हो गया जो आप निकल चुके हैं?
और खान बाज़ार से तकरीबन 10-15 मिनट हो गए निकलते हुए.
बस आप पहुँचने वाले आ जाओ.
आप उधर ही हैं?
हाँ मैं इधर खड़ा हूँ चेक पोस्ट पे,
किधर खड़े हैं?
रोड पे खड़ा हूँ, सड़क पे।
नहीं हम तो उधर चतराल जा रहे हैं ना।
जाएंगे चतराल जाएंगे, लेकिन मैं इधर से जो है ना आपका एंट्री करा के आप जाएंगे फिर।
एंट्री हो गया ना हमारा, उन्होंने चेक किया है ना
यार। उधर हो गया, ये डिस्ट्रिक्ट आउट पॉइंट है ना, डिस्ट्रिक्ट आउट पॉइंट पे फिर भी एंट्री कराते हैं हम लोग।
जब वापस आएंगे एंट्री करेंगे।
हाँ ना, आप अर्जुन वाले फिर आप अर्जुन वाले एंट्री करेंगे, फिर फिनल में एंट्री करेंगे।
नहीं हम वापस तो लेट आएंगे ना।
जिस टाइम भी आएंगे वो हो जाएगा, लेकिन अभी जो है ना।
नहीं कोई मसला है तो वो बताएं, आप हमें बार बार कॉलें कर रहे हैं।
जब खान से आप लोग निकल चुके हैं ना, रास्ते में गुमरूटल को क्रॉस किए कि नहीं?
किया है ना बिल्कुल किया है।
गुमरूटल क्रॉस किए
भाई साहब, हमारे साथ वो भाई हैं, तो आप बार बार कॉलें कर रहे हैं। आप बताएं आपका मसला क्या है?
यार मेरा मसला ये, मैंने कल से आपको 1000 बार बोल दिया कि मैं इधर आपका एंट्री कराऊंगा।
तो एंट्री हो गया है ना हमारा, और कैसे
आपका एंट्री हो गया, लेकिन चक्कर में हो गया, इधर तो नहीं हुआ ना।
किधर?
इधर जिधर मैं खड़ा हूँ।
आप किधर खड़े हैं?
So there we go. He's a fucking charlatan.
पता नहीं क्या बात है।
So, camera ko batao Urdu mein for the Urdu viewers. So basically, he's telling us to go to this very specific place. Clearly, it's going to be somewhere in the middle of nowhere where they're going to try to rob us, right? That's the agenda of this person. So Majid's going to translate in Urdu what he's just said.
भाई साहब, हम चतराल जा रहे थे, वो रात से कॉलें कर रहा है हमें कि आप कहाँ से जा रहे हैं, कहाँ जा रहे हैं। मैंने कहा हम चतराल जा रहे हैं, आपको एंट्री करनी है, आप खान बाज़ार रुके हैं, वहाँ हम आपकी एंट्री करेंगे। तो बहुत ज़्यादा उसने तंग किया है। तो अभी हमने उसको बताया कि आपका क्या मसला है, आप क्यों हमें बहुत ज़्यादा तंग कर रहे हैं। तो अब उसने कॉल काट दिया है। तो ये बहुत डेंजरस हैं, इनसे बचना चाहिए। तो हम वापस आ गए इस वजह से।
तो वो क्या कह रहा था उसको? what was he saying? हम आपको कह रहे थे वो अभी ये जगह में, किस जगह में वो थे, कुछ रहा था?
खान बाज़ार से आप निकले? मैंने कहा हम निकल गए हैं।
अच्छा, तो वो पोस्ट कह रहा था, वो पोस्ट पे
पोस्ट पे मैं खड़ा हूँ, आपकी एंट्री करूँगा।
अच्छा, अभी फ़ोन करेंगे फिर?
अभी उसने काट दिया कॉल।
Next time I think what we're going to do is we're going to ask him his badge number. When we get further down, we're going to keep hounding him to see what he says. Right. This saga continues.
आप किधर हैं? आप
Speaker में डालो, speaker.
खान बाज़ार हैं आप?
खान बाजार में, खान बाजार खागरा।
अच्छा,
ताला खान से बोल रहा हूँ। आप अभी किधर है?
नहीं एंट्री करके हमारा क्या करेंगे आप?
अभी आप कहाँ पर है यार, ये बताओ।
ओ भाई साहब, मुझे ये बताएं कि हमारी एंट्री का आपको क्या फ़ायदा है?
ये हमारा ड्यूटी आपके पास एक पार्टनर है, नहीं हमारा ड्यूटी उसके भी करना है। किधर है अभी?
क्या हुआ? कॉल काट दी।
Phone call about this. So that's the same guy still phoning, still trying to harass us, trying to get us to meet him. Unbelievable. You would think he'd fucking learn his lesson by now, but he hasn't.
कॉल की थी ने
या अभी फिर करो
इस
इसको।
नंबर पर, 3 नंबर पर की थी ना।
ये 3 नंबर डिफरेंट है।
हाँ डिफरेंट है।
So that he's got 3 different numbers and he's calling us from 3 different numbers, still asking us to meet up. This is the level of commitment these frigging thieves have. All they say is money. They don't see you as a human being. All they see is a monetary value. And let this be a lesson to anyone that wants to travel to that neck of the woods, to KPK. It is frigging lawless. I'm telling you now, we have left, we've just come back to Islamabad. So that's a 5-hour drive and he is still chasing us.
ये किसी का है?
Karo. Loudspeaker पे डालो।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
हेलो।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम सलाम, क्या हाल है भाईजान, ठीक हो?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, अल्लाह का शुक्र है। आप सुनाएं।
भाईजान मैं ओवरसीज कंट्रोल से बात कर रहा हूँ।
अच्छा,
आपके पास एक पार्टनर था ना?
क्या
आपके पास पार्टनर नहीं था एक?
पार्नल?
हाँ हाँ।
वो हाँ, ये
हेलो,
जी जी आया।
अभी आपकी पोजीशन किधर है?
आपका क्या मतलब है?
नहीं नहीं, आपका क्या मसला है, आप ये बताएं।
यार ये नंबर आपके जो है ना स्वात एरिया में नहीं आए।
भाई साहब ये बताएं कि आप खान बाज़ार में हैं?
क्या?
आप किधर हैं?
यार मैं आपकी पोजीशन मालूम करना चाहता हूँ, आप किधर है?
इसका कुछ
नहीं, हम तो
इसका पूरा नाम पूछो।
आपका नाम क्या है?
पूरा नाम,
यार मेरा नाम शाहिद है, मैं पुलिस कंट्रोल से बात कर रहा हूँ।
बैच नंबर क्या आपका?
सर एक नंबर ये नंबर जो है ना, मुझे एक फ्रेंड ने दिया जो उधर ड्यूटी पे है, उसने कहा कि ये नंबर नहीं उठा रहा।
अच्छा,
इसकी पोजीशन क्या है?
नहीं, आपका बैच नंबर क्या है?
उफ अल्लाह।
तो बैच नंबर मुझे बताओ, मैं चेक करके हम मुलाकात करेंगे।
काली कार्ड।
So there we go. Now we asked for the badge number. They're forcing us to meet up. See, they're relentless. By the grace of God,
चौथे नंबर से।
there's a fourth new number that we've been. Show kare hain fourth number. There, look. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 numbers. They've been chasing us on 4 numbers. This is how relentless this is. This is life or death, by the way. It's not a joke. 4 numbers, and they're still harassing us and wanting us to meet up. They won't let go until they grab you. Honestly, like the grace of God, we left the nick of time. We left, got up at 7, got out the door for 8, 5-hour trek. We're back in Islamabad, in the safety of Islamabad, and yet these people are still harassing us. What we're going to do is probably take this film to the High Commission in Pakistan and the local police station, or the police. I'll figure it out. I'll go to the right authorities. We'll give their numbers to the right authorities and make sure they're held accountable, because this is not going to... Can you imagine if you were a Western tourist who doesn't even know the language? At least I've got the language, I've got the benefit of these two brothers here. But if it wasn't for them two, I genuinely think my life would have been at risk. I would have probably been kidnapped, robbed, and most likely killed because of... Just because they can, because it's just a fucking lawless place. They're literally hounding us for 2 days now. And I can only imagine what would happen if I was up in Chitral on my own and these guys left back to Islamabad. I would be left wide open, vulnerable to any exploitation. Any exploitation. Oh my God. Oh my God. I cannot thank JP and Izzy enough for they're my travel support, who at 2-3 this morning were talking to me and exploring every possible avenue, what to do, where to go, and how to get out of the situation. I mean, this was pretty, and the guys he was around the corner from the hotel that we stayed, and thank God he didn't pick up our location. It would just have been awful. I mean, you think if somebody walks in with a gun, or a couple of guys walking with guns, hands up, take everything, like everything. And you're literally in the mountains of nowhere, and there's no way you're going to contact anyone. Without money, without any resources, without a phone, you're pretty much fucked. Hands down, you're pretty much fucked. I mean, it took enormous amount of challenging conversation, because I was adamant I was going to do this, the beginning of the Hidden Tribe series. But look, safety is paramount, filming is secondary to everything else. Always have to err the caution, or err the side of caution, and make sure your safety is number one priority. And then you can pursue your filming in peace and contentment and in a creative mindset. When you've got somebody chasing you down, hunting you down, literally, stalking you, hunting you down, the corrupt police officer gave all our details to him, and that's why he's chasing us down. Right, listen, I'm here back at the safety of my familiar homestead in Islamabad. Love it here. Love this restaurant as well, by the way. It's called Wasim Shinwari. excellent food in E11 district. Really, I've been here about 5-6 times, and you know I'm quite a good foodie, and I'm very particular. These guys do really good food. But yeah, I'm at the safety of this place. I'm heading over. Majid and Hasib, they've invited me back to their hometown in Kashmir at their safety. They don't want to leave me alone here, so I'm very blessed. I'm going to be joining them for the next few days, and we're actually going to go over to where the Kotli, the village that was bombed. So we're going to go and explore that and give you a first-hand experience of what the local people were going through when the shelling was happening. Okay, let me get some food, and I hopefully will continue on with a vlog right up to Kashmir. Right, I'm going to speak to the guy who's been chasing me down for the last 2 days. I'm going to apologise just now. There's going to be a lot of Punjabi swearing in this because I'm going to call him out on this, right? So forgive me for my swearing just now. I'm going to go to town with this guy. Let's see what he has to say. Dial kare number up. So he's going to call the number now. Huh? Number कटो ना इसका. नहीं dial करो ना इसका. Let's see what we're going to face this guy and see what he says. The voice.
आपकी प्राइवेसी और कॉन्फिडेंस के लिए खतरे का बायस बन सकती है। हमेशा मीडिया से मतलबशुदा मोबाइल डिवाइसेस इस्तेमाल अभी एक दबाकर बैलेंस ना होने की सूरत में अपने मतलूबा नंबर को मिस्ड कॉल करें। चार्जेस सिर्फ ₹5 हफ्तावार बमा टैक्स या 2 दबाकर कॉल अलर्ट हासिल करें।
So that number now is no longer in use. अभी दूसरा कोई पुराना नंबर करें. Calling another number now. Let's see.
हेलो
हेलो,
अस्सलाम वालेकुम दादा
आप कौन हैं?
जी आपके साथ एक कहूँगी बात कर रहे हैं आप
आप मुझे बताओ, आप मेरे पीछे कल से क्यों लगे हैं? आप मेरे पीछे मुझे बताओ, आपका नाम क्या है?
आपके साथ
नहीं तू मुझे दस पाइए, तू मेरा प्यो लगदा, मैं भैन चोदा मेरे पीछे लगा 2 दिन, तू लन मेरे लिए देखनी है हैं? मुझे दस का, मुझे पता है तेरी शक्ल किदा दी, मुझे पता है आप क्या कर रहे हैं। मैं बच्चा नहीं हूँ, आप मादर चौथ मेरे पीछे लगे, मेरा प्यो हैं आप?
यार आप क्यों नहीं उठाते हो?
क्या कहते, मुझे पता है आप क्या कर रहे हैं। मैं आपको पुलिस, आपका नंबर है ना मेरे पास, मैं आपको हाई कमीशन के जाके आपको रिपोर्ट करेंगे, आप पुलिस स्टेशन के जाके आपका नंबर सारे डाल देंगे, पुलिस को देंगे। मैं फिल्म कर रहे हैं, आप जो कह रहे हैं ना, मैं रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हूँ सब कुछ। नहीं, मैं रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं, कुछ जो करो तू, आपका क्या मतलब है? मेरे पास तो सब कुछ है, आपके मेरे चेस कर रहे हैं आप? हरामजादे, भैन चोद, लन मार दे। सॉरी भाई साहब, मैं तेन अपना लंद खाना, तू मेरे पीछे लगा वा, भैन चौदा, मादर चौद। क्या पीछे लेंगे आप? क्या आप हैं? क्या आप है पुलिस वाले? भैन चौद लगेगे, डुक्कर लगे, मादर चौद। सॉरी भाई, नहीं पता, मैं आपको ये सब से रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, ये सब से रिकॉर्ड है। ये हाई कमीशन को जाके आपका नंबर डालेंगे, ये पुलिस स्टेशन के हम जाएंगे हो ना, नंबर डालेंगे, आप देखेंगे क्या हिसाब है आपका करेंगे। ये मैं छोड़ूंगा नहीं, ये आपको देखेंगे क्या करेंगे, आप क्या करेंगे, ये आपको देखेंगे क्या। तू बंद करता है इसको। There we go. I apologise for the swearing, by the way. It's a Punjabi thing. I just wanted to say it to him, call him out on it, and he hang up. There we go, guys. This is how you shouldn't deal with these people, because I just want to confront him and get him on the camera, and just to make sure, call him out on it, because he's been it's quite frightening. It's been chasing us down for the last 2 days, and I've spent a huge amount of money to get up where I was, a huge amount of money, because of these bastards. We had to cut it short. 3 of our lives were at risk. 3 of our lives were at risk yesterday, just because they were chasing us down. Oh, right, look. मेरे बहनों भाइयों, मुझे माफ़ कर देना, ये गाली काफ़ी कटी थी, वो मुझे माफ़ कर देना। ये लोगों को इस तरीके में ट्रीट करना चाहिए। That's what I think anyway. ये हरामजादी को हरामजादी की गाल गालनी चाहिए, फिर समझते हैं ये मादर चौथ, एक्सक्यूज मी, सॉरी। तो मुझे माफ़ कर देना। एनीवे, next stop we're going to go to Kashmir. I'm going to go with Majid and Hasib bhai, and they've invited me to their home, and we'll crack on with this vlog and see how it continues. Ya Allah.